We have heard the frustrations of many of our viewers regarding California's Employment Development Department. There has been confusion on how to apply for benefits, and now about 1.5 million people who need that money are having their payments frozen as part of a fraud investigation. The NBC4 I-Team's Randy Mack has more on the toll this is taking on families.
I normally write about film and culture and how it relates basically to me as a Latina woman mainly.
Yolanda Machado is an unemployed freelance entertainment journalist and culture critic based in LA. And if she were writing her own story now, the ending would be unknown and the current chapter would be all about despair.
The past 4 weeks have been the most stressful, and it has me considering leaving my industry because I need to be able to, pay the rent. I need to be able to support my child.
Work ended for Machado last spring when COVID-19 shut down the entertainment industry. Machado says she immediately applied for unemployment insurance.
I was one of the few lucky ones early on. It went off without a hitch. And then suddenly December came.
Machado says after receiving unemployment checks for 9 months, EDD emailed right before Christmas saying they were freezing her payments in order to verify her identity. EDD has suspended payments to 1.4 million people as it investigates billions in fraud. In a statement to the I-Team, the department says EDD has reached out to each individual whose claim was suspended, and EDD staff are guiding them through how to verify their identity, eligibility, and resume payments.
New Year's Eve, I received a standard form letter in my EDD inbox basically saying that they would have to verify my identity and they would send me instructions on January 6th or whatever. January 6th came and went, nothing. I have now not received benefits for an entire month.
Like many of you, Machado says she can't get an EDD rep on the phone or to return an email. She was already struggling to afford paying 25% of her rent monthly, a reduction the city of LA provided to help tenants avoid eviction, and shared her story in hopes that if EDD can't pay her benefits, perhaps the department will pay attention to the story she says is writing itself.
I don't think EDD gets the human face of it, where literally this is about, taking care of our families, and their mistakes are going to put us out on the street.
EDD says that its identification verification process is continuing, that they're going to be sending out links for ID Me. That is the software that they purchased back in September that helps them to verify identities. They expect identities specifically that they deem to be suspicious. They suspect that they will be able to have everyone, all the 1.5 million people who have their accounts suspended, that link emailed to them by January 14th. If it doesn't happen, we would certainly like to hear from you. Carolyn, back to you.
Randy, is there any indication how long it'll take for people whose accounts have been frozen once this link gets generated to basically get their payments again?
Best case scenario, for what I'm being told, is that once your identity is verified, that it could take 30 days. Worst case scenario is it could take longer. Think about it. A lot of people have been without their checks already for a month, so another 30 days is 2 months without any income coming in. And if you wind up having to appeal it, that could be another month. So anywhere, best case scenario, 4 weeks or shorter, or perhaps worst case scenario with an appeal, 8 weeks or longer.
Oh, goodness, Randy, that is devastating. Thank you.